Okay, looks like I'm live. So, hi everybody. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay. For those of you here for the live stream, just to make sure, because that's what we do here. Hi everybody. Anyhow, so what are we doing today? What are we doing? We're doing a plan with me, as we've been doing on Sundays. But first, it's going to be a review of the Yellow Paper House Planner. And then if you are interested in how my week went in the Amplify Planner, we will do that after the review. So order is going to go flip through this planner and give you my first thoughts on it. Then let's look at the Amplify Planner and how it went last week. And then we will plan out my week in this. And just for Karen, we have Gorby. Gorby is here. He's paying attention. I don't know how much Gorby's going to be playing a role in this plan with me. But I do promise that next week we will do a fuckery plan with me of some sort. What we'll do, I don't know yet. But this next week will be a fuckery. But this one, I want to give this planner a fighting chance. Hi, everybody. Nicole, I am feeling okay at the moment. It's been a rough week. The gout has not left yet. I'm going to be seeing a rheumatologist to talk more about it. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. But in general, it's been a productive and good week. And we got our patio furniture and etc. So anyway, let's take a look. This is the Yellow Paper House Planner. It is their 2021 dated weekly vertical planner. Now they have several different spiral bound planners. There's monthly and vertical weekly in a couple of sizes. This is the 7x9 vertical weekly, and then they have dated and undated. I prefer dated, so that's what I got. Now, when you get the planner, you have a choice of covers. There's a whole bunch of choices, and I picked, I think it's the Rainbow Terrazzo, something like that. What the hell is it called? Rainbow Terrazzo, yes. And Michelle's in the comments, Mish Plans. She is like a super stan of these planners, so she will probably correct me on any information that I don't know. So, just letting you know. So I picked this. Now, the cover is gorgeous. The feel of it is actually very similar to the feeling of the Amplify Planner. It's water-resistant suede matte finish cover. I really dislike the feel of it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very durable feeling, very sturdy feeling. I just, tactile-wise, makes me feel creeped out. But I've told you guys before, I have some pretty strange tactile issues, and this is one of them. So just letting you know. The other one thing I would say about the cover, I love the cover choices. They're all gorgeous. I feel like the one other issue I run into with it is that it just feels like the printing is not as crisp as it could be. And I remember that from last year when I checked out one of these planners, that the printing on the cover, not the printing in the planner, but the printing on the cover just didn't feel quite as crisp, but the colors are gorgeous. So that's a super nitpick. But as for the tactile cover, if you love the feel of that suede matte finish, then you'll love the feel of this cover or the Amplify Planner. I personally would probably, if I use this for my all-the-time planner, I would keep it like this so that I wouldn't have to touch it. Audrey, that is an awesome suggestion, and I need to write that down. All right, so there is that. Now, this is a 12-month planner, July through June, on 32-pound, 120 GSM premium white paper. And one of the things I'm going to tell you right off the bat is this is some bright white paper. Like, this is white paper. It's hard to tell because of the webcam, but I'm telling you right now, this is like there is no hint of cream or yellow in this paper. This paper is like kablam, like pure white, which a lot of planners are slightly off-white, slightly ivory, slightly cream-colored, or more so, depending on the notebook. But if a pure white pages planner is what you want for like the base of the work you're doing, this is like super bright white. Writing with my left hand. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that next week. And then the coil is my favorite kind of coil. And one of the things that I'm noticing from last year, I don't know, Mish, maybe you can tell me. I remember when I reviewed this planner originally, because there's so many note pages, and we'll get to that in a minute, the coil felt too small. Like, it felt like it was packed to the brim, and that if you use stickers and shit, which these planners are, as you're going to see, are very conducive to doing a lot of creative planning. They get really fat, and having a coil that's already super filled up was something that concerned me. And either the coil got bigger or the planner got thinner. I don't know which one it is, but either way, this ratio of planner to coil is awesome for somebody knowing that this could get filled up with stickers and thickness, that there's room to grow here. Picking up some glare. Just make sure you're expecting yellow paper. They made the coil bigger. Okay. I hope there's a little bit of glare here, but I'm hoping you guys can see. This is just part of the color here. This is not glare. So, all right. So coming on in, there's their cover page. The paper is very smooth. There isn't a lot of grit to it. We've got month at a glance, important dates and events, long-term planning, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and an action plan, and then a notes page. And the notes pages are dot grid, and it's a kind of a dark gray dot grid. And there's a space at the top for like a header. This says notes, but then there's like room. And the back side's dot grid as well. And then we get into the months. Now, this is another nitpick, but the pointy tabs, they're not rounded. And as somebody who cuts themselves on everything, I apparently am, like, I've cut myself. I like get paper cuts on all the things. The slightly pointy tabs here are like a red flag for me for pain, like the red flag of pain. Just pointing, it's a nitpick, but it's something that concerns me in terms of my own personal, pain. And then also some of the print on my tabs. I don't know if this is just my planner. I know that they make these like in-house, and so there are some like things that could happen, but the print on some of these is a little off center. That's not enough for me to hate on a planner, but it is something I want to point out because I feel like I would be remiss without pointing it out. So the paper is 120 GSM or 32 pounds. So it's a nice thick paper. Now, this was something that I think is really sexy. The original one that I had before, every divider was some kind of fanciness. Like you had your fancy cover, you had your fancy dividers. They were all artistic and beautiful. These dividers are blank white cardstock. Now, some people might hate that. On the other hand, I actually think for somebody who wants to get super creative in their planner, this is awesome. If you wanted to do my doodle challenge, which I'll be posting next week, you could do it on this divider. You could do a lettering challenge on this divider. You could put pictures on this divider. And on top of that, the monthly cover page, which is not on the divider, is also just the month and then blank. There's no weak sauce quotes. There's no random art. There's no vagina fruits. There's none of that on here. It's just blank, which means if you want lots of already produced color in your planner, that you're not going to like this. But if you want space to be able to doodle or put memories or to write down things you're grateful for, if that's something that you do, or if you want to do like a word a day or something, you've got this side, and this. All of this blank space at the beginning of every month that you could fuck with. For those of you who hate the dashboard of the Erin Condren layout with like the monthly shit, you could do your own thing on this. Whatever you wanted. There's nothing, like you have basic, that's what it is. It's a blank slate. So this is a 7x9 size planner, but there's a smaller version whose size I don't know as well. The vagina fruit are, Kim, that's awesome. The vagina fruit I'm referring to are the ones in the Budget Mom planner. There's some fruits inside on the dividers of that planner that look like vaginas. Anyway, so yeah, there's room for all sorts of activities here, a la Step Brothers. I actually think that this is fucking rad. Do you guys remember when I reviewed the Amanda Rach Lee doodle planner and how I thought it was cute, but at the same time, like, I really dislike when, like, there's not enough space for you to do your own thing? like the thing is decided for you. It happens in a lot of happy planners. That happens in a lot of planners that like they pick the aesthetic, but this looks like it is actually for somebody who wants to put their own stamp on it. Like there's all vagina fruit, not vagina print. Anyway, so there's that. I love that. This is a lot of waxing poetic for this. And also because the dividers are blank, even though the lamination goes fairly deep into the page, it's not going to fuck with any of your calendars or anything. So yeah. Then we have our monthly spread, which is very crisp. Now, you guys know, again, I am not a huge fan of black printing in planners. I like gray because it's a little less kablam in your face. I will say, though, even though I'm not a fan of the black printing, I'm actually a big fan of this style of black printing because it's still, very subdued, very minimalist. It's not super like calligraphy all over the place and everything. So I like that. Mikey, and see, that's a great thing that like she did it for you. And it depends on the person who wants it. Anyway, so this monthly spread is Sunday start, and then there's no holidays. And then you have your monthly calendar here with some blank space at the top and then dot grid here. And one of the things I do like about this planner is that all of the notes spaces in various spots default to dot grid. One of the things that weirds me out, I don't remember what planner it was. There was a planner I was looking at where it went from like line note pages to dot grid to like other things like everywhere. It was kind of all over the place. I like that this is like a default. So if you don't like dot grid, then this is not the planner for you. But if you like dot grid, then you get what you want. Then we're into the weekly spreads, and it's a vertical style, and I remember this same layout from before. It's a vertical style with lines here, but then there's a whole bunch of dot grid space. So you could make a notes page, notes column, you could put your blood pressure in. It's basically like if you took a vertical planner and added some bullet journaling space to each week. I think this is a really cool layout. This is not necessarily a layout I would want. I like a little bit more structure in my layout every week. And there's a little bit more freedom, and I kind of like my planner to not have as much freedom. However, I have seen what people do with this planner because they have the freedom, and I think it's super cool. You'd like the number on the monthly spread to be tinier? That makes sense because it does take up a lot of real estate in the box. So that's the monthly spread, the weekly spread. And then when you get to the end of the month, you have another dot grid notes page that says notes, and then you get into your next monthly situation. Now, once you get to the end of the planner, there's no special quarterlies or anything, and I've already flipped through this, that's why I know that. Then you get to something that makes this planner a little bit more unique than some of the other planners. You get a very robust note pages section. It says notes here, then it says notes, and thankfully, none of these notes pages say notes at the top. If every single one of them said notes at the top, I would probably want to smack somebody, but they don't. And there is no logos on any of these pages, thankfully. The other thing I should point out that I didn't point out before is that there's no little tiny calendar on this weekly spread. You guys know how much that irks the shit out of me. There is very little here I'd have to cover up. It's a very neutral spread. So for a lot of reasons, this is a great planner. No, I did Amberly, but I want a weekly spread and then room to play if I want to. So this particular blankness is, anyway, I have different thoughts on every single day. So you get a ton of note pages. Where is the information? The note pages you actually have a choice for. So you either get, where is it? You either get 32-pound paper. It's 40 pages of notes? 40 sheets. So 80 pages of dot grid notes. And you either can get the same 32-pound white paper that the rest of the planner has, or you can get 24-pound paper with a colorway that matches your cover. So when you pick your cover, each of them has a little colorway on the bottom. So if I picked the colorful note pages for this with the rainbow terrazzo, I would have gotten, I can't even read it. It looks like some kind of like a, why is that so small? Oh my God, hold on. neon yellow, aqua, light blue, neon pink, and fuchsia note pages. So you either get 40 colorful note pages that are a slightly lesser paper quality, or oh, thanks, Brittany. I'm glad you made it here. Or you get 40 32-pound white paper. It's the same paper. Yes. So every cover has a different set of note pages, and if you pick your color, if you pick your cover, it tells you what color your note pages are going to be. Do the dividers. So, Mish, are the dividers, instead of being white, are they blank, but the different colors of the note pages? And the paper is smooth, Jane. It is not toothy. It's very smooth. But yeah, I'm curious about that. If the dividers are like the same colors as the note pages, but still like blank with no like art or quotes or anything on them. I'm curious about that. Because that's not something... Yeah, Barbara, let me count. You said it looks like 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, 19 lines per day. Hi, Dejonia. I'm glad you were able to make it. Smooth as PPP? No, not as smooth as PPP, or at least the PPP I've touched. PPP. I'm touching the cardstock. It's very, very smooth. It doesn't have that satiny texture that plum paper does, but it is very smooth. Anyway, so yeah, shit ton of note pages if that's what you care about. Plus, this is basically like the closest planner to a blank slate that I have seen out of so many planners I've looked at. Like, it's neutral. There's so much room for activities. I'm just going to keep saying that. And then you have so many note pages. Like this planner, if you really want to get a planner that has structure to it, but then gives you all the space you could possibly want for being creative without having a bullet journal where you have to draw everything in, this might be the planner for you. The quality is really nice. The only quality issues I have with it are the divider tabs that are off-center and pokey, and the cover being slightly... It's not even blurry. It's just not as crisp. But those are the only quality issues I have with this planner. Otherwise, it is a very, nice planner. So this actually could be a planner for me as well. Because Amberly's right. Like, I did say I wanted some extra space. I feel like my ideal planner is a planner that has this kind of extra space. But I don't want my ideal planner right now. I want a planner that's going to tell me what to do, which is why the budget mom is calling to me, even though I haven't used it in a week or 2 weeks. So, just saying. Anyway, so what week am I going to be planning? I'm going to be planning... Oh, God, are we at the end of July already? Holy shit. Oh, fuck, I have a deadline on Friday. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is the week I'm going to plan. Before I do this, and I got to fix my camera. It's a little bit off kilter here. Before I plan my week out, let me show you the Amplify planner and show you how it turned out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I really, I've had a lot of experience with the horizontal layout. I love how this turned out. I think this looks sexy as fuck. And I'm happy with it, and I used the shit out of it. I started using the shit out of the daily pages, not decorating, just using them as like a structured notes page. And I used this to prep for my Sharpie S-Note Creative Markers video that's already up. It came out on Thursday. So I used this to prep, and I used this. But as the week went on, I stopped bothering with the daily pages. It was just way more structure than I needed. But I can see how this could be a really, really helpful planner. And I really enjoyed these. So that's how this week turned out in the Amplify planner. All right. You want your months to have 6 weekly rows so dates don't have to double up? Andrea, I like that. That's also a good thing. Because does it happen in here? It's funny. I don't look at my monthly spreads too hard in planners anymore because I don't really use them that much. I use my Google Calendar. But yeah, I totally get it with that. All right. So for planning my week out, and like I said, I have a deadline on Friday. So that's going to be the majority of the week is going to be working on that. I'm going to use, it's the latest Simply Gilded kit that I got. I love the colors. I've never been to Hawaii. I don't plan on traveling anytime soon because, obviously. But I love the fonts that she used in this, and I love the colors. So I really want to use this Hawaii kit from Simply Gilded. It has fluorescent pink in it, by the way, which is a color I don't use very often. So Yellow Paper House. So I'm going to plan my week out, and I'm going to utilize this. Now, what do I want? Let's think about this for a second. What do I want? I want to use this to plan my days. I need something for my meals, something for my blood pressure, something for my weather, and I'm probably going to do this for notes because I actually have a list of stuff to go on my to-do list already for the week. What do we do for date night? Oh, we got our new patio furniture, and so we had steaks and sat out on our new patio furniture and ate. But it's just the two of us. The kids went back to their dads. They're going to be at their dads for this week and next week, and then they're going back to week on, week off for now, unless things go wacky. So, yeah, no, I'm not. My travel, the farthest I've gone is like the next town, a couple towns over for Costco and my doctor's office. For all the bows. That's just her thing, Karen. She's been doing bows since she started. All right, so let's do some situations. Now, date covering. Well, that might be a situation here because the dates are really big. So let's see here. Let's see what we can manage. Maybe what I can do. Hold on. So the little numbers that we've got here are fluorescent pink. I could put this down first. Let's see. This is like textured washi tape. That's weird. Okay, let's see here. Can we look at the patio furniture? Yes, Jessica. I will show you guys the patio furniture at the end of this as best as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these guys up.
Charge your laptop.
Jesse, nobody asked you for your opinion, young man. Young man. Ain't no need to blah, 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 blah. Young man. Okay, so the numbers are showing right through that, but that's okay, because this is just... Yeah, and I mean, it was not the most fanciest patio furniture. It was like, it's Amazon patio furniture, but we needed something. Okay, this situation, Monday, and then the 27th, little fluorescent heart. Go right here. Okay, now that... Nope. That's not the business. Hold on. Let's try this again, you guys. I don't like that. Let's see how this sticker peels off, shall we? Oh, no. Oh, boy. Ah. Okay. Only a little bit of tearing. 'Cause I'm wanted, dead or alive. Oh, no. Oh, God, I'm just massacring this planner. Dead or alive. Okay. Dead. And I ride. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so my Amazon purchasing experience. Furniture purchasing experience. Now, before, I'm going to just cover everything up. We're going to white out the fuck out of everything here. And then we're going to move forward. Okay, so before I talk about my Amazon furniture purchasing experience, allow me to first explain that normally we are an IKEA household. Okay? We are an IKEA household. I have an idea. Just give me a second. I'm gonna let me roll with my idea here. We are an IKEA furniture household. Okay? We are not a fancy furniture household. We are not the people who shop at Ethan Allen or whatever the fuck is more expensive than Ethan Allen, because I don't know what that is, because I only know about Ethan Allen because my aunt bought something from there once. Like, we are IKEA furniture people. Our big splurge was a couch from the Ashley Furniture Home Store. So, just have that have that as context. Okay? Almost. So we are IKEA furniture people. So ordering Amazon furniture was a step out of the box for us. But we had a very specific, okay, my nose is running. Allergies. All right. Okay, now that we've got that done, what I'm going to do is try this. We'll do the yellow Monday. And then what we'll do, this is we'll put the yellow heart here. There we go. I like that. Okay. So, anyway, so that's our furniture buying, like, baseline, right? Is IKEA furniture. So what we were looking for was kind of specific. We wanted outdoor patio furniture that fit on our small patio, that could seat us as big people. I wanted a couch that I could recline on because you know, I'm in pain most of the time, and so I wanted to be able to be comfortable. And I learned from our Ashley Home Store recliner sofa that if I can get a couch that is, or if I can get furniture that is comfortable for me to sit on, I will be so much more inclined to use it, because I am so uncomfortable all of the time with my giant kidneys and my gout and everything else. Fucking gout, I swear to God. I'm only 40. Yeah, no, I'm liking this. I like this little setup here. I think that's cute. Okay, going over here now. So we wanted a couch that I could recline on, right? But then I also wanted a table that I could work on when I'm outside, because with Jesse and I both working from home, there's a lot of competition for, you know, sound in terms of someone being on a phone call versus listening to something versus whatever. And it would just be nice not only to have a way where I could go into a different place than him, but also, you know, it's the summer, so you want to be outside. So I wanted a table that was dining height, not a coffee table height where it's like lower, because I also have some back problems, and bending over is just not the business, and it's not ergonomic. OSHA does not approve. So I wanted a couch that I could recline on, but then a dining table that was of dining height to be able to sit and work at. So that's what I wanted, right? And I wanted it to look nice, or look nice enough at least, to match the outside of our house, which is like a bluish gray. And I wanted it to not be hella expensive because, like I said, we are IKEA furniture people. Oh, balls. So those were and it would be nice if it seated enough people for when COVID is not a thing anymore. You know, at least that we could have dinner with the kids out there, but that eventually we could have like a couple of friends over as well. Like, it's important to us to have enough seating, right? So I went on the hunt, and you would be surprised, at least in the... Am I bleeding? No, that's from a highlighter. Never mind. Okay, we're good. So I went on the hunt, and you would be surprised, at least in the realm of cheap furniture, furniture we can afford, that how uncommon it is to find a couch with a dining height table. There's lots of couches with coffee tables, and there's lots of dining height tables with regular chairs. But finding a couch with a dining height table set was difficult. So I found this one set on Amazon, and what it has is a sectional style couch that has It's like an L shape with a table and then 3 stools that you can also sit on or use as ottomans. And so that's what we wound up going with. And it wound up costing like $750, which was more money than I wanted to spend originally. Like, and Jesse was kind of like, ooh, at first, that's a lot of money. Because like I said, we're IKEA people. And on top of that, like, we couldn't just go into Target or into Home Depot and buy a set that we were looking for, even if they had it, because since it's July, fucking all of the places in town have gotten rid of their outdoor stuff so that they can put school supplies, even though we didn't even know what our town was doing for school up until a week ago. So, I read a bunch of reviews saying that, like, you know, it's you know, inexpensive furniture, so there is that, but that it's a really nice set for what you're paying for. So we listened to the reviews, we read the reviews, we're looking for reviews from people who are tall, because we're tall. And anyway, so all of that to say that 2 boxes got here on Thursday. The 3rd box got here on yesterday. It was actually pretty easy to build, but we have this little tool. I don't know what it's called. Jesse? What's that little tool called that we use for putting together, like, the furniture and the IKEA furniture and shit?
Oh, it's just like a powered screwdriver.
It's like a powered...
It's not powerful enough to call it a drill.
Yeah, it's not a drill. It's like a little powered screwdriver that we have that actually is wonderful when it comes to building things like IKEA furniture, because it has an attachment that works really well with those items that need, like, the Allen wrench.
Well, no, that's because I just have a drill bit set.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. Anyway, point being is that helps. But it was pretty easy to put together. It took us a couple hours. And yeah, so I wouldn't say it's the greatest quality in the world. It'll probably fall apart at some point, but it should last us for a few years. And the reason it didn't hurt so much to spend $700 on it was because then Jesse's dad sent us some money as a wedding anniversary present. That was very unexpected. We were not expecting that. And we were like, oh, and then I was like, yeah, patio furniture. So there's that. Because for those of you who don't know, we live in California and the cost of living here is quite high. So we spend most of our money on, living. Hi, everybody. More people showing up. Hi, Nija. Yeah, this is from the latest Simply Gilded washi box. And for those of you who are like, you sell your other items, the funny thing is, I use the washi, I use the stickers. Sometimes I take some of the other items. 90% of the time, my oldest cat bogarts all of the shit from the Simply Gilded box that is not the washi. They would take the washi and the stickers if I let them, but I don't because I want to use them.
Can you clarify that it is your oldest human
My oldest human child, not my oldest cat named Loki. My oldest cat named Cat. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm loving this. I know it's a little bit blurry, but what can you do with the webcam besides, I don't know. Let me see if I can make this a little bit more visible. Anyway, this looks really pretty. I love this font. I love that she's shaking up the fonts she's using. Hi, everybody. Yeah, 8.75. So, okay, so that's cute. It's very bright, too. All right, what else are we going to do here? Now, I want to create a notes section. So we'll use this to do. Does that cover it up? Nope. So I guess one of the things that is a little, for me, annoying with this planner is how big the fonts are. I like that they're very simple, but they are big enough where, I mean, and again, this is not live a colorful life. You know what? For all the cheesy quotes, I actually like that one. I just like to pick the colors. That's why I like neutral planners. The size of these, like, of everything is a little annoying to work with, but but I'm sure I could get used to that if I use this planner all the time. Am I going to use this planner? I don't know yet. Okay, so then this makes this my to-do area. Yeah, okay. It's so white, Nija. It's like extreme white. Like this paper is like kablam white. Could I have covered the dates with a half box? I'm not going to put one down, but let's look. Let's grab a half box. Let's see. Yeah, actually, whoa, let's not. No. Yeah. Yes. You could cover the dates with a half box perfectly. Like they line up and everything. The column is the right width. Yeah, so covering the dates up with a half box is or 7 half boxes. Yes, you could. Do I feel lost using a planner a week only? You know, Jessica, I probably would feel more lost if I wasn't already feeling so lost because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, if ever there was a time for me to feel okay with bouncing from planner to planner, it would be now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to cover this down here to add some more color. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to take it straight across because that contains the to-do list and it creates a barrier, like a diaphragm covered in spermicide. That is not appropriate, Cindy. What? Yeah, I know. And I've used a diaphragm covered in spermicide, and let me just tell you, not my favorite form of birth control. Sloppy. I'm having so much trouble with both of my washi tape knives today cutting. I think it's because my fingers, the one problem I did have putting the furniture together yesterday was that, you know, tightening things by hand with the Allen wrench, my poor little fingers are like super sore. So that might be the reason I'm struggling really hard with like all my fine motor skills today. Just saying. Okay. So Jessica, I'm going to be giving these ones away. Any of these planners I'm not using, I'm going to give away, and you're just going to have a week of my plans in it. So if you don't want that, then you don't want to give them away. But I will be giving away all of these planners from this experiment. I will probably be keeping the Budget Mom one because I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with that one. And I might keep this one because this one might be a planner for me once school starts back up again. I don't know. But most of these planners, after I fuck with them, if I'm not going to keep them, I will give them away. Yes, that's Doc reduced by Kimberly. Wait, where'd my thing go? There it is. Okay. All right, let's put this down here. So I know that weather is going to go down here. I know that meals are going to go down here. I know that blood pressure is going to go down here. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But this is my little to-do list, and I actually know what I'm going to probably go there. So, yeah. I'm getting 80s vibes too, Jessica. I think the neon. Do you guys remember those shirts? Or do you remember the LA Gear shoes, all of you who are old like me? The white LA Gears, but then you'd have like multiple pairs of laces that would be neon colors, and then you wear the scrunchy push-down socks, but you have to wear multiple colors of those stacked on top of each other. I never got to do that because my parents couldn't afford it, but I wanted to. You do that with your bangs all teased up, straight up in the air. I couldn't do that either. My hair did not agree that that was a life I was supposed to live. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. Really pretty. I love these colors, and I'm loving the way it's working out. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Yeah, the bangs were not the thing for me. Okay. So I don't know. Do I want to treat this like an hourly, or do I want to treat this like a vertical where I'm just making my list of things with my priorities and all? Maybe I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a thin washi tape. We'll use this thin guy, this thin boy. And I am going to divide off the top for my top priorities for the day. Because I like doing that. Where's the start of this fucking washi tape? Is this one of those washi tapes that's divided into like little bits? Because I don't want that. I don't know how to open this. Well, I don't understand washi tape. Why are you so hard to figure out? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't know what's happening here. This is like... Okay. Give me a hot minute here. Could you do both? That might be kind of what I'm thinking. Like, section off my priority list up here and then just put appointments and kind of order of priorities here. So not full-blown hourly, but kind of hourly adjacent. Yeah, I couldn't make my bangs to go up high at all. Like I have my sixth grade picture. See, the problem is this is not exactly the same width, so I'm going to have to tear it. And I wanted my bangs to go like up, but all the hairspray and the teasing in the world, and they still were just like, so. Yeah, and my sixth grade year was 1990. 1980, no, it was just 1990, I think. Because I was born in 1980, and I started kindergarten a year early because I went to kindergarten at the preschool where my grandmother was the director. So she started me early. And I 10 out of 10 do not recommend being 17 when you move into the dorms and everybody's drinking. Just saying. My hair wasn't curly then, Jessica. It was just flyaway central. I have to encourage the curls. You want a bang contest for highest bangs? Aquanet. Yeah, it's the ozone layer hole specifically because of 1980s bangs. Well, and I had a friend who was Portuguese. She lived down the street from me, and her hair, she could get that to like the ceiling. And so she sat down with me and like a gallon of hairspray and her combs and picks and everything and tried to get my bangs, and she couldn't do it either. So if she couldn't do it and she was like a fucking master at it, I just don't think my hair wanted to. Okay. All right, so now we've got priorities, and then we'll kind of treat this as like a in order of day. Now, before I start putting that shit in, I do want to kind of figure out the rest of mine. So maybe what I'll do... There's a dog barking. Little doggy. All right. So maybe what I'll do is... I need a meal plan section and a weather section. But I want blood pressure. So maybe what I'll do is create a blood pressure area underneath each day. I am burping too. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I am just a hot fucking mess today. Gassy McFlassy. I don't know. I don't know how a horizontal would work in this planner, but they don't have one, I don't think. I feel like it would be hard to do a horizontal with this much extra space if they wanted to maintain the same extra space. Dude, little doggy. Like, a fucking dog, dude. Okay. So I'm going to use these little checklists, I think, to create my blood pressure space. We'll put one here. And then we'll put one here. I am feeling well. I mean, I'm feeling as well as I can be. I feel like crap. I was telling, what did I say to Jessie? I said that I am getting used to how crappy I'm feeling. It doesn't mean I'm feeling better, but it means I am getting better at pushing through it or coping with it to be able to like get some shit done. Now, that's not necessarily always a fucking goddamn it. Oh. I don't have any nails. I didn't bite them, but they were flaking, so I started chewing on them. So I had to like cut them down before I started chewing like on them. It's the worst when you're like a nail biter, even a reformed nail biter. If you let me know if you feel this in the chat, if like you can identify with this. But like if you are a reformed nail biter, and then your nails start to like flake or peel at all, or they rip a little bit, your first instinct is to bite it to fix it. But then when you bite it to fix it, suddenly
Doesn't really.
no, it doesn't fix it. Instead, what it does is it causes you to want to bite all of them now to make them even. And it's just a bad scene, man. So I am most definitely I have to, like, basically I keep, like, I have nail clippers here somewhere. Where'd they go? I have some on my desk. You think I would know where they are because I was just fucking with them. Oh, right here. I have nail clippers on my desk. I have nail clippers on my bedside table. I have nail clippers by my makeup. I have nail clippers in the bathroom. I have nail clippers in the kitchen. I have nail clippers everywhere in the house. I have some in my car so that if my nails start to get all peely, then I can just clip them instead of biting them. And because of my kidney problems, my nails have gotten extra like brittle and flaky. And so, okay, see, that creates like a little blood pressure area. And then what I can do is just draw the line down to, what pen am I going to use? I feel like if I use this pen, it's a little too fat. And I'm going to use it. Fuck it, I like this pen. It's my Pilot fine liner. And that just creates a little blood pressure area. Plus we need to do like divide it down the middle. Am I going to use a ruler? Am I going to break my ruler life? No, I'm not going to use a ruler. Fuck it. I'm just going to draw it in. Yeah. Non-ruler life. Yeah, I have to use nail files too, even though I don't like it either. I don't like the feeling of it. And then I have to wash my hands because the dust. Remember I said tactile things? If any of that nail dust is on my hands, I have to like fucking go wash them. But yeah. Well, and the worst is that like if it's been a while since you've bit your nails and then you bite one and you bite it down to where it hurts and it's been a while since you've done that, then it's like the pain is worse because it's been a long time since you felt that pain from biting your nail down too far is like its own special kind of shittiness. And if you haven't felt it in a while, it's worse, as opposed to when I used to bite my nails all the time and it was like you just got used to living with it because your nails were always bitten down so far that it hurt. Yeah. How small was my first grade teacher? What does that even mean? That's a question that I don't know. Like, I mean, because I don't remember my first grade teacher very well. I have two super clear memories from first grade, and they're both embarrassing. So if you would like to hear my super embarrassing, some of you probably heard them. I'm sure I've told them before. My super embarrassing stories from, oh, okay, it was somebody else. It was not me. Yes, my super embarrassing first grade stories are like ridiculous. They are just show what kind of a dorky first grader I was. Like I was getting myself into all sorts of preventable trouble. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I was like, what? Yeah, I'm not a hair puller, but I was a hair twirler. Like I would twirl my hair until it got all like torn, like jacked up. I've always been very I've always needed something to do with my hands when I'm nervous or when I have like nervous energy. And hair twirling I used to give myself bald spots. So my mom would get so frustrated at me as well when I did that. Okay. No ruler lifestyle. Because rulers are for suckers. Just kidding. If you have to use a ruler, No shame in that game. I'm just lazy and don't want to. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that my like chain smoking damn near. Well, it wasn't chain. I went through about a pack every 2 days when I was at my smokiest. But my smoking, I think, was very much like a nervous habit, like something to do with my hands. All right, so there's my blood pressure. So this can be my meals area, because that would be perfect. And then we could put weather below here for each day. So for those of you who don't know, I do too, Lisa. I twirl my hair at my temples sometimes. Not as much as I used to, mostly ever since I started losing my hair because of like medications and other things. My temples is where my hair has gotten lost the most, and so I've been avoiding twirling my hair as much as I can because I don't want to lose any more hair at my temples. Like you see it in my videos. If you look, you can see on the sides where I'm thinning. Like my hair, I have a lot of hair, so I've been able to kind of get away with it. But my hair is definitely falling out. You wish the Ramones could write a song for me in my non-ruler life? So punk rock. Nice, pony beads. My kid is super into that right now. All right, so we have a spot for the meals, spot for the blood pressure, and we just need to get the weather put in here, and I can just do the weather along the bottom. And maybe what I'll do is another washi tape. Because I have all these washi tapes. I have all these colors. This is giving me an opportunity to use all my colors. So we'll leave some space for the weather right here. Maybe what I can do is every day underneath here, write some kind of a Garbo quote. Go scour the internet for the most fucking toxically positive, ridiculous quotes ever. Hi, Tanya. You're hiding from your kids. Parenting life. I want to be alone. Greta Garbo. Karen. All right. Okay, so we've got that. And so I'm going to leave this empty space here. And for now, we're just going to go with this. Yes, Jenny, that we did talk about that. They increased the size of the coil from last time I looked at one of these planners so that now it absolutely has some space to grow with stickers. All right. Now that we've got kind of the basic format of this in, which I like, I didn't even mean for it to be, but I like how it's like kind of like the sky up here and like the ocean down here. Okay. I'm going to go to my to-do list first because I actually have some stuff that I need to put down on there. Like my to-do list is growing before the week even started. It's going to be one of those weeks, I think. Okay, so there's the to-do list stuff that I was already looking at. Here's the cover. Rainbow Terrazzo. There's a lot of really gorgeous covers. Like, it would be fun just to look at the Yellow Paper House website and look at all the covers because they're all really pretty. Okay. The meals I've got on hand. Arugula chicken. And then shrimp, tilapia, You see tilapia on here like every week. It's because we love tilapia. We'll probably not be on a tilapia kick at some point, but today is not that day. All right, so those are some of the dinners. So what I've been doing, for those of you who haven't been following along in the past few weeks, rather than put a specific meal on each day, I just make a list of the meals we have available so that, depending on how I'm feeling, I've been cooking more. I hadn't cooked for a while. Jesse was doing all the cooking because of how crappy I was feeling, but I've been cooking more. But it's nice to have an idea of what we have on hand so we can just pick what all is either looking good or sounding good or whoever's going to cook, or if it's something that we need to make before it goes bad. Hi, Debbie. Would I make posters like what? Oh, just kidding. Just don't kill the asshole. Wasn't me you were talking to. I'm like, there's all sorts of comments going on. I'm like, you're talking to me? You're talking to me? No, you're not. Okay. So let's get going for the week. Let's put my priorities up here for Monday. Patron post. And then call waste management to get a bin for our garagey. And then we have to make sure to fill out the form for the school because it's the deadline that day. And then work-wise, I need to record and upload the podcast, and I'm going to be working on, I have a project and I've got a deadline this week, so I need to work on that. So maybe we'll go back to, where's the half boxes? Here's a half box. We'll go with this guy. So the podcast is first. And I'll use this for the deadline to kind of suck up a bunch of my day. And then I'll grab a podcast sticker from somewhere amongst all of my stickers. There we go. Doodle a gator and a gator on the spread. Why a gator? I don't live in Florida. I live in California. I would doodle a mountain lion where I live. Or a raccoon, since we've got some big old honking ones that live in our general area. Record plus upload. All right, and then I'm going to grab my Sakura Micro Perm pen and put work on that all day. And then the other thing I have to do is send, I have some numbers I have to send to somebody, which sounds very vague, but a job I have to do. Oh, the Gators Miami Vice, like the colors. See, I didn't watch Miami Vice. I was too young. I know about it. I know that it was like Don Johnson or something, and they wore like sorbet colored suits with no socks, right? And like t-shirts under their blazers. Send numbers. Okay. So that is Monday, and then Monday's weather is sunny and cloudy. 89. It's going to get warm by the end of this week into the 90s, which I am sad about. With all this 90s talk and 80s talk. No, it's a Once More with Love sticker. I've got Coffee Monster stickers in here too, somewhere. I'm drinking my 7-Up. Okay. You're not a dinosaur. All right, Tuesday. I have to call, make an appointment to get our air conditioning serviced. And I need to post the challenges. Hey, Jess.
that me?
What day were you going to try and go into the office next week?
You said Tuesday.
Yes, I just want to double check that because I'm planning my week out. So Jesse is going to try, like his office is pretty much empty, but he's going to try and go in for at least a small amount of the time when he can on a certain days so that I can have some quiet time to film, because it's difficult to film when he's on phone calls all day. So now he wouldn't do that if lots of people were in the office, but the office is closed, but he has access. So and then I also need to spend some of my day on that same project I'm working on. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, my bros. It's a lot of work. What the fuck? Maybe this one? Nope. Office worker eggplant. That would be cute. What are the kids' thoughts on leaving Jesse and I? Yeah, no, there's nobody in the office. Like, the office is closed, but he's one of the people who has access. He's going to double check to make sure it's okay that he goes in there and does some of his phone calls.
Am I?
I thought you said you were.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
He's here to beg forgiveness, babe.
Either way.
No, we can't access for the internet. Who's listening? No, we can use the office.
Yeah, if he goes in there and there's hella people in there, he won't work in there. But if it's empty, then he'll work in there for a bit. Like, what are the kids thinking on leaving you and Jess for 2 weeks? They really want to see their dad. They haven't seen him. They haven't been at his house in 4 months. They only just got to hug him for the first time about a little over a week ago.
Oh, they were stoked.
They were, yeah.
Them off.
No, they were so happy. But neither of them, we asked, I had talked to them and I was like, do you guys want to go to dad's for a couple of months? Cause you've been here for a couple of months. And both of them were like, no, we want to go back to our regular custody. We don't like being separated from either of you for that long. So they're used to 2-week periods because every summer that's what we would do for like vacations and shit. But no, they just want to get back to their normal custody, which we're going to just maintain unless cases surge or something happens. We're going to play it by ear. But Jesse and I decided, assuming the risk of expanding our bubble to include the people at my ex's house is worth it because it'll be good for the kids and their mental health. And so that's what we're doing. How am I doing without the kids? Pretty good. And I think it's because we got the patio furniture. It gave us something to focus on. All right. So Wednesday, I am going to do a patron live that day. I need to pack some orders that I have and continue on this project. So pack orders and do laundry at that point. It'll be a laundry day. I can kind of estimate when the kid, though it's been a while. I'm going to just keep doing that. Since we haven't had the kids. So even though we always do our laundry, like the kids do their own laundry and we do our laundry, but when you're trying to not, hog the washing machine. All right. And so what I want to do is I want to get more space on this day for this same project. So maybe instead of a big sticker, what I can do is Concentrating on my lettering. And then put some washi tape because hell yeah. I could do another, another big box, but I like varying up the way shit looks. You know what I'm saying? I don't like... So these days are getting pretty filled up, but to be perfectly honest, if there is one thing that makes this planner appropriate for me in this particular time of my life and all of our lives, it is that the size of the weekly, this size, is just small enough for me to not be able to put a whole bunch of shit here. And since life is so weird right now, that makes sense. But Patron Live will be happening on Wednesday. Oh, I've been forgetting to put my weather in too. Whoops. Whoopsie. Although it's fairly similar. It's going to be sunny with clouds all week, which is nice, but it's going to get like hotter this weekend. Like it's already warm, but it's going to get like toastier this weekend, which is perfect timing to clean our garage out. All right. So there's the weather for the week. So this is where it's going so far, you guys. Look at that. So far, I'm actually really liking how this looks. What do you guys think? Okay. Do you have a monthly layout? Yes, in this planner. I don't really use it, though. I have a Google Calendar that I use for. So I haven't decided, like, I've been ignoring monthly layouts because it's just too much to think about. Thursday. I don't even have the kids, but I want the reminder for the appointment because I'm going to be the one who gets the Zoom link, and so I need to remember to get it to Kat. Kat has an appointment, a telehealth appointment at 10 a.m. So I need like a computer or a telephono. Where's my Chrissy Ann Design stickers? I bet there's something in here that I could use. See if there's a color that fits these particular colors. This one will work. I always make the most minimal of planners look awesome. Thank you. Are there planners that forego the monthly layouts? Maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing one. I'm using a Pilot Fineliner, which is my current favorite pen. I waffle in between wanting like the tiniest pen point in the world and the girthiest pen point in the world, and I'm leaning girthy right now. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I have less shit to write down, so... Post video, clean, fridge. Those are on my to-do list. Okay. And then I need to spend some time editing said video, and then I need to work on the same project. It's when I have a deadline, I basically spend most of that week working on the deadline, and I have a deadline this week. So that's why we do what we do. That's why we deadline when we deadline. Yeah, Napa goes through like phases. Like Napa generally lives its life in like the upper 80s, low 90s in the summer with like in the 50s at night, which is nice because it cools off. But then we always have those couple of weeks where like temperatures are like 100 plus. We haven't had that yet. Knock on wood. Edit. And then We'll grab a doodly-doo here. A half box doodly-doo, because that's the official name of it. I'm losing it, you guys. It has been a long quarantine. Number 1. Number 9. Number 9. $87 degrees. 53 degrees. Okay. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts are amazing. We saw those. Jess, weren't we kind of grossed out by seeing Fruit Loops Pop-Tarts in the store?
What? Sorry, I only got my headphones off in time to hear Fruit Loops Pop-Tarts in the store.
Don't you remember seeing those?
Everybody else on the internet.
Don't you remember seeing... Somebody's saying that Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts are delicious. I swear, maybe it was RJ who was with me. We also saw, I think at Wiener Schnitzel, because we went to Costco.
We saw some weird stuff at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, but I took pictures of it, and I don't think any of it was Fruit Loops Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, it's Yellow Paper House planner, Matte Galaxy. Okay, Friday. So the kids are staying at Dad's through the next week, so we do not get the kids back on Friday. But I need to schedule next week. Hit my inbox before the weekend. And then I'm going to put in big letters, deadline. So I don't, not that I'm going to forget, it's going to be looking me in the face all week. But the more you emphasize it, the more you will be haunted by it. I work best under pressure. Okay. Oh, you're usually a cinnamon or s'mores. Then RJ would probably like them because he also enjoys the s'mores. And Jesse and Kat both like the cinnamon and brown sugar Pop-Tarts. I apparently have the most controversial Pop-Tart preferences in this house. My controversial Pop-Tart preferences are for unfrosted strawberry. But you toast them. Toast and enjoy unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. Those are my preferences. My entire family thinks I am on some kind of drugs. So, now I would like to say that I will be done and just have to send my stuff for my deadline on Friday, but that's not how I work generally. I'm usually working right up to the last minute on any particular deadline. So I am going to just block all this off with a big sticker. With a big, as they say, doodly-doo. They don't say that. I don't know where I came up with that. Unfrosted toasted strawberry is the... Thank you! There are people in the comments who agree with me. Project... Deadline... Have I tried making a... That was really loud. Have I tried making a grilled PB&J? No, but that sounds delicious. Do I like using stamps in my planner? No. I hate stamping my planner. I am so bad at it. And ideally, grocery store. But that all depends on whether or not I meet my deadline at a reasonable hour. So that could be a Saturday job. That could be Saturday Cindy's problem. But Saturday we want to spend cleaning the garage. So Friday is when we go into the 90s. 91. Now Saturday, our usual item on Saturday is wash sheets. There's one habit I can stick to. It is washing my sheets on Saturday. I have... Oh, that sounds good, Jenny. No, I have never seen deep fried Uncrustables. That sounds interesting. Um, Lydia, I have had a peanut butter and marshmallow cream sandwich. Jesse introduced my kids and I to it because marshmallow fluff is not something that generally gets sold on the West Coast. So we found some at like World Market or something. And he made us fluffernutters. And I was kind of grossed out, but my kids thought they were great. All right, so I'm just putting wash sheets on Saturday because I don't know what else. By the end of the week, all of these priorities will get filled in. But we want to spend the bulk of the day on Saturday cleaning the garage. So what I'm going to do is grab this half box and grab some washi tape. And just fill the whole fucking day with it. Because we might be able to get it all done. If I can get the dumpster this week. If I can't get the dumpster this week, then we can get the bulk of it done and just get the dumpster and then load it up the following week. Oh, fucking balls. Fuck. God, I am just like jacking this planner up. That is so not centered. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Clean. Garage. I don't know why my G's look like that. That's not how I generally make my G's. Okay, Kraft macaroni and cheese with a dab of applesauce. Now that I don't know. Yeah, you know, Canadian people, Uncrustables are kind of gnarly. Grilled cheese with bacon. I like a grilled cheese on brioche. I like a bougie grilled cheese on brioche with sharp cheddar cheese and ham. Or with brie and ham. And then Sunday. I don't have any priorities on my list for Sunday, which is fine because by the end of the week I will. Oh, Saturday's weather. Is that 93 or 95? How much more am I going to hate my life? 93 or 95? It is a 91. Okay. And it's going to be sunny, it looks like, by the end of the week. So cool. 91, 53, 57. And then Sunday is also sunny, 90, 93, 57. All right, so no priorities on Sunday that I know of at the now. Crunchy. Religious question. Crunchy or creamy peanut butter? I prefer crunchy, but specifically my favorite peanut butter is Skippy Super Chunk. I like all the chunks. Just saying. Yeah, these are not removable stickers, Amberly. If I have not proven anything to you in this video, it is that these do not want to be removed once they touch the paper. Okay, so Sunday, though, we're going to have a patron hangout like I do on most Sundays. And then I'm going to use this fluorescent little heart. No, I'm going to use this little star. A patron hangout and then a live plan with me. And other than that, I'm going to leave some space because usually there's room for other things on Sundays as well. But I'm going to put it in my planner. So we have patron hangout that I have promised that this plan with me that I am going to do will be a fuckery plan with me. I have promised the fuckery. And so when I make a promise, I don't always deliver because I'm flaky, but I will deliver this time. Fuckery. Live. Plan with me. See? fuckery. There will be fuckery. Maybe I'll even feel good enough to drink a single mimosa. Heavy on the orange juice. Which will go right to my head. I know, because yesterday I drank basically like orange juice that sparkling wine kind of sneezed on. And it went right to my head. I don't know if it's going to be the wheel or not. We'll see. Cheese puffs are delicious. Okay. I like cheese balls. Because I like balls. Balls. We do need an eggplant on here, though. Here. You know what? Fuck propriety. Have wild sex. There we go. Rather than being coy with an eggplant, we'll just do hump day on Wednesday on my priorities list. Prefer pie or cake? Cake or pumpkin pie. I actually love chocolate cream pie, but every time I eat it, it makes my stomach upset. I don't know why. I don't have any problem with chocolate normally. I don't have any problem with whipped cream normally. I don't know what it is. Chocolate cream pie, doesn't matter where it comes from, my stomach always gets upset, but I love it. But pumpkin pie is the jam. But I prefer cake, and of cake, I prefer, my favorite kind of cake is vanilla cake with strawberries and whipped cream. Yeah, the hearts have dates on them. They're silver. It's just hard to see with the glare. See? No, wait, the hearts don't have silver dates. They have white dates. You see? Here. It's hard with the glare and the webcam. I don't know if you can see really well, but the hearts have like a white date on them. Chocolate salty balls. Suck on my chocolate salty balls. My favorite mimosa I ever had was from the Cheesecake Factory, and it wasn't because the Cheesecake Factory has great mimosas. The bartender did something special. It was orange juice with sparkling wine, but then he put a splash of triple sec in it, and it was goddamn good. But normally what we do, we have so much orange juice in the house because Jesse has the diabetes, and that's his favorite method of bringing his blood sugar back up. So whatever orange juice we happen to have, not from concentrate, has to be not from concentrate or Jesse won't drink it. With whatever sparkling wine we have. A PB and lettuce sandwich? That's strange. Like a strawberry shortcake, Kimberly, except cake. Anyway, you guys, so here's my week. This is where we're at. I really like how this looks. It was a lot of work to make it look like this, which would be something that might frustrate me. But I am seriously giving this planner a little bit more credit than I think I was originally going to. I don't know if it'll take over from the Budget Mom as being the current number one runner for my next, the planner I'm going to be using for the foreseeable future. But it is certainly doing fairly well with how I'm feeling about it. So we'll see how it looks at the end of the week. Anyway, you guys, I did promise that I would show you my patio furniture. And I'm just going to show you through the window because I'm right next to it. So we'll do that now. And then I'm going to sign off. Oh, also, P.S. If you've ever had Havarti with dill in it on super sourdough bread, it is a phenomenal grilled cheese. Also, Jesse makes fantastic grilled cheeses with hella sourdough crusty bread and lots of butter and fresh mozzarella. And they are so good. They're like Heart Attack Central, but they are so good. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to unhook my webcam. We're going to turn this way. Can you see it? Probably not. Okay, you can kind of see it. So there's a couch there. And then there's a table, and then those are the stools. And you can't because of the freaking, like, exposure. But that's the furniture. I'll be sure to film it at some point in another video and show it to you guys. But that is the patio furniture that we currently have right now. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. And until next time, my dudes, peace out, stay safe, wash your hands, do all the things you need to do to stay safe. And take care of yourselves. I love you guys. Subscribe, like on your way out the door, etc., etc. Bye.